The Yamaha Clavinova line might be the most influential digital piano on the market. Today we're going to be looking at the brand new CVP-805 from Yamaha, and we're going to be comparing it to an acoustic piano, a Yamaha U1. We're going to also look at digital technology and where it is versus acoustic piano technology, and which one might be right for you. Stay with us. Hi, Patrick Marr with Alamo Music Center in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channels, sign up for notifications, like our videos, leave us comments. We love to interact with you guys and hear what you have to say. Today, we're doing part 2 of our acoustic versus digital piano line video. And so this one is real cool. It's with Yamaha. We're doing the Clavinova series. This is a CVP 805 next to me, and I have a Yamaha U1 here to compare it against. So, acoustic versus digital. What are the benefits of going digital? What are the benefits of going acoustic? I'm going to start with digital, CVP. I actually grew up with a CVP in my house. In the later years of childhood, I was able to have a digital piano that was able to record and play back to me what I played into it. It was really a neat experience. And so digital pianos, first off, very low maintenance. You never have to tune a digital piano. That's one of the huge benefits of having a digital piano. A tuning costs about $150. You need to do it every 6 months to a year. It can get kind of pricey. Maintenance, there can be a whole bunch of small maintenance issues with an acoustic piano. Buzzing notes, sticking keys. There's about 8,000 parts in an acoustic piano, so lots of moving parts, lots of things can go wrong over the years. But does that acoustic piano sound draw you back towards the more natural side of things? We're going to play them both for you here today. We're really curious what you guys think. An acoustic U1 piano, 48-inch studio, versus a digital CFX sample. So what Yamaha does in the CVP series, in the CLP series, they sample their 9-foot 9-foot concert grand piano, and they do a rendering of it so it sounds like it's right there in front of you, like you're playing it. So it's really a neat experience to have with headphones on and to play and just hear the beautiful sample. It sounds like you're sitting there in front of that 9-foot piano. But does that digital rendering interfere with the acoustic feel and the expression of a natural instrument? That's a question I feel like you can only answer if you're sitting there in front of it. We're going to show you what they sound like here for sure, but you guys let us know if you've sat in front of a Clavinova, if you've ever owned a Clavinova. The Clavinova brand has been around since the early 90s, and just amazing technology advancements. I said at the beginning of this video, it might be the most influential. I believe it is. They've just done so much in research and development to really progress what an in-home digital piano can be. Back in the day, you had an acoustic piano at home. You maybe had an organ to spice up music. So what did organs do? You were able to hold down in the right hand, an accompaniment played, and then in that key, so if you're holding down the key of C, it's playing accompaniment, it's playing drums, it's playing a melody, and then you get to add your melody to the top. So you're playing the right lead hand part, and you can do different organ sounds with that. And it really kind of brought home church music, and it brought home Broadway shows to the home and made it an experience where you're learning music as a whole as one instrument. Digital pianos came along and kind of took, especially the Clavinova, they took that as their own. They add the style section, which is here on the Clavinova, the CVP line, and you're able to do very similar things. You're able to hold down with one finger and play along to the melody in the right hand. So it really brings music as a whole to you. And it's one of the reasons I was drawn back to music. I started very young and played an acoustic piano, and I did my lessons, and my parents tried to get me to practice 30 minutes a day, an hour a day. Come on, you need to practice your scales, you need to practice your sheet music. And I lost interest, as many kids do. I wanted to play sports. I was like, this is a little too much like learning a language for me. And I wasn't the best at it. I wasn't focused. I wanted to do other things. But when we did get a Clavinova in the house years later, it drew me back into music. I was able to say, hey, I can record bass, I can record piano, I can record guitar, and really make a whole song right there, and it became alive to me. I learned what recording was. I learned that, hey, I kind of enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun. And it just brought like the spark of music back to me, and why I'm a musician today was really because of Clavinova in my house. So I stress the importance of an instrument that can do a lot of things. And maybe it doesn't sound as good as a full acoustic piano, but it's gotten closer and closer every year. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was an investment standpoint. A lot of parents might be watching this, or maybe you're an experienced player and you're trying to decide, do I want to go the acoustic route or do I want to get a nicer digital? From an investment standpoint, an acoustic piano, the technologies on an acoustic piano stay very similar over the years. They've been making acoustic pianos for 100 years plus. And this Yamaha, actually, we decided to go with a used Yamaha here just to show that you can still play and feel an acoustic piano and how good it is and how great it sounds, even if the piano is 20 years old. So we have a 20-year-old Yamaha U1 here, and it's going to sound beautiful. It's going to play great. But that's how long an acoustic instrument can last. If I had a digital piano over here that was 25 years old, what do you think it would sound like? It would be low sample rates. It would be chunky technology. If you think about a computer from 20 years ago or a cell phone from 20 years ago, is it still functional today in today's world? No, it's not going to do the things that you want it to do. So from that perspective, we see lots of Clavinovas over the years. People say they still work great after 20 years of being played. The samples still play. The instruments still play. It still has headphones. It still works. But they want that newer piece of technology that can do so much more. It can be hooked up with an iPad. You can follow the lights and play, read sheet music. You can record into it. There's just so much technology packed into one of these. It's very enticing to want to upgrade. Whereas if you bought a U1 30 years ago, you're going to still be happy with that U1 today. So that is also something to be aware of and to know, hey, do I want that acoustic piano that's going to be a staple in my house? Or do I want something fun and technology related where I can have a little bit more entertainment value with it? A CVP is fully contained, and I've heard this from many parents that it draws their kids out of playing video games and out of watching TV, and they want to record and they want to see their sheet music. Something this does that's really cool is if you hit record and you play along, it will show you what you just played dotted out on staff lines. One of the coolest pieces of technology. Print that out, put it on the fridge. How cool is that? So I didn't want to talk too much. I wanted you guys to hear the differences in these two. We're going to play them right now. You guys let us know what you think. We're going to listen to primarily a lot of the piano sounds on the CVP. But again, you have that technology of recording capabilities, hundreds and hundreds of sounds that are meticulously recorded so they sound great. Really a full encompassing instrument that does so much. And then we're going to listen to a pure expressive instrument in an acoustic piano. When the hammers hit the string and the sound goes over that soundboard, you really get the feeling and the playback of an acoustic living instrument. That spruce soundboard is what the sound is coming off. And it just sounds wonderful. So let us know what you guys think. We're going to play them both here for you right now. two amazing sounding instruments. And from a player's perspective, you really don't have a substitute for an acoustic action. So when you're striking one string, so many parts are being moved. It's really incredible to feel the individual weight of every key. It's not as simple as a weighted action where they're trying to mimic how heavy each keystroke is. It's more about the components shifting and the action moving to strike the hammer against the string. An amazing, amazing feeling instrument. The Clavinova, on the other hand, has a great feel. What they do on the Clavinovas is they mimic after a grand piano, and they have wood keys. So you get the wood keys as the same as an acoustic. You feel the vibration through that wood. I don't think there's anything that resonates like wood does. And so that's such an important feature on digital pianos, that the more you spend on a piano, a digital piano, the more likely it's going to have wood keys or better action simulation. This is Yamaha's most advanced, the CVP-805. And so it's just an amazing feeling instrument. I also wanted to say the Clavinova has some very cool learning tools, following lights to play along to music. You see the sheet music in front of you right on the screen, and you see which note is coming up because of that light. So if you have kids, or if you're beginning and you want help with memorizing where the line, or what note is on which line, it does help you with that. Just a really cool tool that this Clavinova has, and it's something that's been a staple in the Clavinova line for a little bit. I also wanted to talk about if you needed the option for headphones. It can't be stated enough, a digital piano will sound great with headphones on, and that's the sample you guys are hearing. We're going directly out of the headphone jack. It's called the line out, but what we're doing is we're pulling it right out of the sample. So you guys are hearing the Clavinova CVP's concert piano sound, which is incredible. But that's what you hear with the headphones on, and it really kind of makes it very personal, where no one else is going to interfere with you. You have your headphones on. If someone's watching TV in the other room, if it's the early hours, if you live in an apartment or a dorm and you really need something that can be your own, there's no substitute for a digital piano's personal relationship with you with headphones on. The acoustic speaker of a piano is incredible. That spruce soundboard we talked about, you get so much projection from there, so much liveliness from that sound. And it's very rich. It's an acoustic speaker. It's like a guitar. The spruce on the front of the guitar is what carries your sustain, what carries your notes, the strings being struck. Same thing with the acoustic piano. So let us know what you guys think. Again, this is the CVP-805 from Yamaha. This is a Yamaha U1, a little bit older, not a brand new model. So we wanted to show you that there's longevity in acoustic pianos. But there's some amazing, amazing technological advancements in digital pianos. And I think there's not a wrong answer here. It's whatever suits your needs and whatever you personally want to be progressing with. So let us know what you guys think. You guys heard the samples, you've heard the sound. If you've ever felt or played any of these, please leave us some comments. Other people would love to hear what you guys have to say. I'm Patrick Marr with Alamo Music Center. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, sign up for notifications, like our videos, leave us some comments. We love to interact with you guys. And thank you so much for watching.